Good morning, everybody. Welcome to C&J Farms. We're going to do our Zoom meeting this morning on our hot and spicy meatballs featuring our hot and spicy seasoning. We have it in two different ones. We have the salted blend and we also have the non-salted blend. For this particular recipe today, I'm going to use the unsalted blend. And let's get started. For this recipe, I'm going to use 2 pounds of hamburger meat. It's going to have about 5 servings, which is about 8 meatballs a piece. 740 calories for this recipe. 52 grams of fat. 82% cholesterol and 53 grams of protein. All right. Y'all bear with me. Let me get my gloves on so I don't cross-contamination too much. We're going to start off with preheating our oven to 350 and let that preheat for a little bit, and let's get started on this recipe. Like I said, let's start with 2 pounds of hamburger meat, and we're going to want to do 2 eggs. And put them eggs right off in there. Bear with me. I'm trying not to go fast. I'm used to doing this at home, and I'm just quick with it. I've got our eggs in, and we're going to go with a half a cup of breadcrumbs. You can use crackers if you like instead, but make sure you at least get a half a cup of the breadcrumbs. And you're going to want to sprinkle that all over your hamburger meat and the eggs. Then we have a 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. You can use paste, you can use ketchup, whatever you like. I prefer the can. It's quick, it's easy. 8 ounces, you pour that right in. You're going to want to put it all over into the mixture until you got it all out of there. It's going to feel a little slimy, so if you want to wear gloves, you're more than welcome to. If not, get your hands off in there. It ain't going to hurt nothing. All right, I have a half a cup of Parmesan grated cheese. We're going to put that right in there on the mixture, kind of evenly spread it out. And then I've got another half a cup of Monterey Jack cheese. So this is like a cheesy hot and spicy meatballs. You could add it in with spaghettis. You could do it on your own, make it a dish by itself where you just have the meatballs, or however you want to do it, or it's a good little snack. We make a lot of this at the house, and the kid loves it so much, she'll take it to school for the next day, and perfect lunch for the next day. After you get your cheeses in there, we're going to go with 3 tablespoons of our hot and spicy blend. Now, if you're going to use the sea salt, I suggest you cut that in half and do 1.5 teaspoons because of the salt. You don't want to over salt it. With our blend, I just kind of casually sprinkle it all over the mixture, like so. And now comes the fun part. We got all our ingredients in the bowl. Now it's time to get messy. You're literally just going to get in there and mix all that up, making sure that eggs broke up and everything kind of just gets gooped together. You can see that everything blends kind of easy. Just get in there, and there's really no wrong way to mix it up. Just mix it up where you can tell that everything is evenly sorry about that, evenly in there. Get it all in there. Now, for this part, I'm going to take my gloves off just because I feel better with no gloves on this particular recipe. Get you a baking dish. It could be any baking dish. I prefer something with a little bit of size. Depending on your meat, I use the 80-20% meat. It don't give off as much grease, but if you use a different hamburger meat, you're liable to get a little oil, so you're going to want some sides to keep that in and you don't make a mess. You just start right out. You just get you a nice good ball. You can make any size balls you like. There's no wrong way to do it. Just kind of ball it up and you got yourself a little ball. You're going to add that straight to your baking dish. Depending on the size of your balls, you should get about 30 to 40 balls meatballs out of this recipe. You're going to want to put them in your pan. You don't want them too close together. That way they keep their form. If you keep them too close together like this, it's just gonna form a giant meatloaf. We don't want to do a meatloaf. We're going to want to make sure the balls stay intact. So you go ahead through the rest and get all your meat. You may need a bigger dish. You may need a extra one. You can do 2 at a time. That's how we usually do it in my house. That's very popular. So I have to make usually double what I'm doing today, just in order for everybody to get their fulfill. I'm just going to ball these up. Go ahead and get the rest of these in the pan. And then I'm going to stop for a minute and put this dish into the oven. I suggest starting off at 30 minutes. We're going to go with I'm cooking on electric today. If you're using propane, I want to say about your 20-minute mark, you might want to go ahead and check it. You're going to want it to, you'll notice when you're checking it, the cheeses and everything start kind of melting, and when your meatballs are nice and golden brown, they're ready to go. So I'm going to pop these in the oven. Let me wipe my hands off for a split second, and I will show y'all what they look like when they are done. Like I said, this is a very universal dish, so you can add it to a pot of your spaghetti and meatballs. You can just do the meatballs on their own. It's really easy recipe. It's kind of fun to make, so if you have little ones that want to help, who doesn't want to get their hands nasty and have fun with it? Today, we are going to offer a code on our hot and spicy blend and our sea salt. Just in case you don't want one, we're going to offer you both. $2 off, and you're going to use the code hot and spicy. Remember now, it's good until Thursday. Online or in store, you can come out, sample the balls. I might have a few available today, so if you make it out and you want to taste it, just ask. We might actually have a few extra here in the kitchen, and I'd be more than happy to let you try them. You can get it online or on our store. Come see us at 8621 South US Highway 287. We're about 10-15 minutes from Corsicana, so we're a little ways out, so just keep coming on out. If you're voting and you're right down the road, stop by and see us. So we thank y'all for joining in. If y'all have any questions or any comments or anything at all, don't hesitate to call us, and y'all have a good day. Thank y'all.